even on like a material level, like let's just take the Bhagavad Gita and let's just look at it on a material level. By distributing this book right here, the Bhagavad Gita, what are we doing? What are people really benefiting from? These are some things I've been really thinking about. First of all, this is practically the only scripture that tells you to stop eating meat. I cannot find, the Quran doesn't say it, the Bible doesn't say it, the Buddhist texts, they don't say it. They might have it there, like thou shalt not kill and different statements like that. But the Bhagavad Gita as it is, Prabhupada is stressing stop eating meat. It's sinful. You're going to get karmic reactions. It's bad for your health just on a material level. So if people were to just see that, they can change their lives. So I feel really proud to distribute this book because that's one thing that it's supporting, to stop eating meat. This is something really horrible that's going on right now. And I've had practical experience of people who actually stop eating meat as soon as they read the Bhagavad Gita because they see all the different things. We even have pictures of, a man with the cow's head, a cow with the man's head, and showing karma and reincarnation. This, people will really get the picture if they read these books and they understand. So that's one thing. A second thing is that Prabhupada also stresses you have to give up intoxications. You don't need to take drugs. You don't need to smoke cigarettes. You don't need to take alcohol. This is another thing that's heavily stressed in this book. And again, not a lot of books stress these important facts. So just on a material level, already the Bhagavad Gita is telling you to stop eat meat and to stop take drugs, which I think can solve a lot of problems in the world if people were to just follow those two things. And of course, not seeing the opposite gender as like objects. That's like another big problem in America these days, that you're considered cool by how many partners you can have. That's like the game of life, the goal of life, to see how many partners you can get. But Srila Prabhupada, he said, where is that education that teaches you to see every single woman like a mother? Where is that education? I want that education in my colleges. So this is another thing that Bhagavad Gita is stressing. So I'm just going over like the different material things that can change. I haven't even dealt with spiritual. Of course, also Bhagavad Gita tells you not to gamble because gambling produces a lot of greed. You're very uncertain about what's going to happen, and it's just based off passion. So these are 4 things that Srila Prabhupada has been teaching us through his Bhagavad Gita as it is to not do. And when we go out and distribute these books to people, we don't know if they're going to get affected or not. They might not get affected. They might open it up. They might look at it. They might think it has a bunch of big words and they can't understand it, and they'll just put it on the shelf. But somebody else in the family might read it and it might change their life. If not even in their generation, maybe the generation down. Because these books, they last forever. They're very important containers of knowledge. They give so much wisdom, jam-packed. So this is on the material level.